Welcome. We're here with an expansion after our official Lionsgate portal activation messages. Now we're in a time of justice. We're in a time of a rebalance, and it has to do with the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And see here within these Nine of Cups, these cups have become trophies. The real fulfillment is outside that window. That is the real, authentic wish being fulfilled. And it's connected to what has been happening within the cosmos. Healing the star is here with the activation of the King and Queen of Swords. And this is our connection to the super full moon in Aquarius that we just had. Something has been activated with the Empress. We are in a time of fertility, and this fertility is connected to love, okay? We're in a time of expanding love, literally. We know we got the message of bouquet and making love, and it's actually in here somewhere, right here. We're manifesting love right now. We're in the time of manifesting love with love, manifesting with love, love, and making love. This has to do with these Two of Cups coming together. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, we're going to talk about this. How these two cups are coming together, because we know from scribed information, however many readings back, that we're in the Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles shift, and that's allowing us, remember, we took a descent into the underworld, and now we're going to have a massive elevation. And in order to have this elevation, we have to access our truth in love. Because we know we've been building our 10 of Pentacles. And our wealth is our health, and it's our financial health. And we discussed that our 10 of Pentacles is connected to our life's purpose. What we came here to do with life. Now, two swords. We have two swords coming together here, and this is what's been activated. The confidence in our magic. The confidence in our magic has been activated. And look at this King and Queen of Swords. And look at the transformation alone right here that's being honored within the masculine. You can see the connection to the underworld. Taking a descent in order to rise to even greater heights. And it's in love. It's in love, right? So what we're doing here is we're activating our talents, our gifts even further, of course. Why do we need this? Why do we need to restore confidence? And this is why we needed a recharge. We needed a recharge. We need to, and you know, we'll get into that within a second here. We needed to recharge in order to access the confidence within our magic at a deeper level. And this has to do with this message right here. Remember, we received this message. This is for the portal activation, karma, let go and let God. And we get into this in part 2. And this is the activation of the Stargate and how our truth in love activates it. And we shift dimensions with love. So vision questing, karmic forgiveness, let go and let God. And then the activation of the Stargate. And there's a loss being honored here. There's a loss being honored here. We're discussing how at the channel here that right before Lionsgate, Max passed away. And Biscuit is still here. Now here, this dog, this key has become a part of everything. But this dog still has the key. And I was called to do a reading for myself last night. And this was the first card out from the Quantum Oracle deck. Now look at this, letting go. And I was like, what, letting go of what? And of course, because I'm healing from codependency, I'm like, oh, I'm going to let go of my relationship. And then I'm like, no, this is where we do the work. We let go of the old patterns. We get ourselves out of the box. And I realized that this woman was, you know, she's walking all these dogs, holding on to them, like literally pulling them through this door. But one of the dogs here, look, it's not coming. And I just think back to right before, like, to this last little bit with Max getting old and not, like this dog, guys, I'm telling you, he was rescued and he came back from everything. Like, when I rescued him, he only had 60% of his lung function because he was abused so badly. And he was afraid of everything. But he literally showed me that God always brings you home. Always. And he ended up here with us. And rehabilitated and I got to watch him play out the best life. And I watched him come back from so many things. Like this dog, he'd just come back. And, you know, I'd heal with him and my family would heal with him and he'd just come back. And so I thought he was coming back again this time. And this time, he didn't. And I didn't want to let him go. But I've honored that, just like my father, he went exactly when he was supposed to. Like, we honor our death time just as much as we honor our birth. And it was time for him to go. It was time for him to go. And that this was part of this. And you know, I didn't even know that any of these messages existed. Like, I don't have time to study. It's a miracle. I make it here every day, every time that I do. And I'd love to be here more often, but I get here when I get here. It's divine timing. It's always divine, right? Trusting that the universe always has our back. And we have a choice. Are we making it or breaking it? And we're doing both. We're in a constant, you know, flow of destruction and creation and destruction. But what we focus on grows. And, you know, we're shifting, we're evolving. We're not just staying stuck in the negative. We are using the negative to transform as we find the positive within it, becoming whole, thus focusing on the positive and allowing transformation. But we have to face the negative. Now, with this, like, we got this activation for this karmic situation we know that played out. Karma, right? Let go and let God. And we discussed very in specific detail. It doesn't mean it's a karmic partner, but this is a karmic situation that had to play out for our greatest good. Because it's bringing us together in our partnerships, in our true partnerships, our authentic partnerships. And it's allowing for us to restore balance within us, between everything, even more than the masculine and feminine. And the inner child with the divine. This is restored balance with everything. And it has to do with healing from this space and place. And the connection to our financial health. Now remember, this is connected to what? Our life's purpose. And our Ten of Pentacles. How we're coming together. So we have to heal from separation. We heal from separation and we see beyond illusion. And what we're seeing beyond illusion with right now is the alchemy of the devil. The alchemy of the devil and our connection to the Nine of Wands. And how this is restoring justice and balance. And that when we heal, there's another connection to fertility here. Fertility of connection. And we're going to actually get an activation for this. It's going to sit here because there's a pineal gland activation here with the Queen of Wands. And this has to do with healing from the curse and the work we came here to do with our family lineage and the addictions and toxic behaviors and social conditioning we're healing from. And we're getting back to work. We're getting back to work with the sun, because what happened within the cosmos with this Stargate blessings, this Lionsgate portal, is that the sun, the energy, is showing us where we're not happy. Where we're not happy. And we're not happy in love with truth and truth with love. But the moon, look at, that's why you have to restore connection. The matter and the energy are having a recalibration. Okay? And it has to do with dealing with disappointment. This disappointment, we're honoring it because all these emotions that spilled out created more fertile land. And that has to do with the creation of happiness from sadness. This is wish fulfillment as we heal from addiction. It's patterns of separation, where we're separating ourselves from ourselves and God and life. So we have an ending within the elements of air. This is where we go to the next level, and we're going there with love. There's closure honored here. And remember, it's within the mind. It's within the mind. This is that karmic situation playing out. And we're going to restore confidence within our magic. And this is where we shift. We have a shift here. And this shift it's happening within with the Hermit. And there's a connection to Virgo season and the continued expansion of our Ten of Pentacles. And the roots of our abundance, okay? We're working with the roots. We're working with the roots right now. Okay? We're working with the roots. And this has to do with earth magic. Okay? This has to do with earth magic. The earth star chakra. All this work that we're doing within the underworld. All the nutrients within the soil. Remember, we needed all of this. What's gone when toxic spilled out into here, and we're using all the nutrients for growth. And remember, in nature, nothing is wasted. And this is connected to our connection with life and all of life and how we're going to give back to life. We're going to step into mission work at a whole new level, because remember, this is about our truth in love and our purpose and our financial health. And this is the activation of, what we came here to do. Mission work, Starseed, Twinflame, being here with life, with all of life, helping all of life to heal. So the key, that's part of the key to our success. And look, as you can see, they're in a time of standing still here with this portal to open, to use all this nutrients to the greatest good in order to embrace what needs to be embraced. And right now, that's our access to the Rainbow Bridge here. Metatron's Rainbow Bridge, always open. And our connection to what we've had to let go within the 5D. This is actually loss. This is actually loss of our loved ones. This is working with the life that has crossed over. We're always connected to the 5D. Now, we're going to head on over to part 2, and we're going to expand here because we know that the King and Queen of Swords have activated the Eternal Child. This is what we're birthing, and we found this out on part 3 of our message from Lionsgate Portal. We're going to share this message and expand off this because this is how we're officially healing from addiction and separation. All right, I'll see you in part 2.